Hey everybody! I got a win in Monster Train, which means I'm more than ready to return to my random roots. Now we know, if we're ever in trouble, we lost 17 runs in a row. Melting Umbra is always there to take you away. I think choosing your factions really does make a big difference. You're not wrong, but where's the fun in that? Alright, so we have Umbra Champion. I like Capacity Champion. I like Trample Champion. Gorge Champion is my least favorite. Well, if you're going to start and you get Volatile Gauge right off the bat, I think it can be insane. What this does mean, should be fine, is that this run is now functionally irrelevant. It's pretty much entirely down to Volatile Gauge, whether we win or lose. And you know what? I'm here for it. So, that's a great start. In fact, it's such a great start. Oh, I can't fit you. I can't fit you. Hold up. Yes, that's so we have a collector ready. Or we can kill a collector. So you might think playing a Shade Splitter up front makes the most sense. I actually think playing a Train Steward is better. Just in case the collector is on the second floor. Because then all we need to do is play one unit to get there. So, apologize to me because I just made the right move. And I'm probably one of the greatest gamers of all time. Apology accepted, thank you. So really, for 3 energy we could just play another Train Steward. And I think that's totally fine. We could try to cheat the system with 2 Shade Splitters. We just need one of them to actually summon a morsel that does damage. And it failed. So that's an example of why you should not do that, and instead you should just take the gold. Even if it makes your skin crawl to play a Train Steward for 3, sometimes it's what you gotta do. So that's a gimme. Quite frankly, I think that you should really just block the hit here. You're irrelevant, no offense. You should give me damage shield 1. And we're going to give you a lifesteal. We're going to give you another damage shield. Oh my god. And then you're going to get some more HP. And you're going to heal up like a doozy. Look at that. Alright. So, mission accomplished. So what are we looking for? Really, we're looking for like great expensive cards. If an expensive card fits, we take an expensive card. We might need the energy. That's my thoughts here. I don't love any of these, quite frankly. I think we're going to skip it. What we want is we want a heavy unit. A heavy Gorger. We got a heavy Gorger on the left side, maybe. Morsel Maker is not really what you're looking for, but we would get a bargain most of the time we play it. So I'm going to take you. I really think Morsel Master is actually better. But that's okay. So I'm also going to give you a quick little damage shield. And then if you'll excuse me, we're going to cut 2 Train Stewards. And that's going to be a little spicy because we really don't have good units to replace them with. But I think just our champion... Okay, we're going to turn that on for sure. Just our champion and combined with a Morsel Maker can get the job done. Although the Morsel Maker is hilariously more expensive than usual. So you guys may sneak by. I accept this as it's part of the business, you know? Just doing business. This is dangerous. Having them have the ability to put cards in our hand that normally would cost 1, but we can't purge them because they're too expensive now, that's tricky. That's a tricky thing. This is a super weird one. We know you're going to give us energy in return. But it's like, what do you play then? Okay, I mean, I guess capacity is probably most important here in the future. You're really just going to play like 4 more... Oh, but you got to play this for 1! You can't play it for 0! You fool! You fool! You can't play it for 0. What are you thinking? Get that lifesteal unit out there. And then please just murder this thing. Guess what, though? He's unkillable. Yeah, so we've screwed up both of our collector situations. That's pretty much brain dead. This is what I was hoping for, is we draw our real train steward. Which I now do, yes, admittedly, regret somewhat having, if you're gonna make me say it, okay. Removing it from the deck. Sure, you got me. You guys are gonna hit my pyre. Slightly annoying, but we'll get over it. And if you'll do me a favor, just hit that. I still think our bottom floor is going to be fine. There's some misplays, though, for sure. Misplays with a sincere knock-on effect as well. But as you can see, still doing totally fine down here. Champion did a great job. I'm not worried for a while yet. Oh, so many cheap cards, dude. I think an X-cost card might be more valuable than usual. Okay, wait. Basically, we're taking expensive cards. And sure, okay. I think a Shadow Eater combined with a Morsel Maker, maybe we like it. Maybe we like it more than I would have originally thought. Maybe we love it. Maybe we go crazy for it. Is there anything we would want to dupe? I feel like Gem Trove does really well. Having some units that actually do damage would also slap pretty hard, though. Yeah, like you getting upgraded in the future. That would mean a lot to me. Let's get rid of some of these trash regens here. And apparently this does work. Apparently the -1 after randomizing still makes it cheaper. So there is still a reason to use it. You do whiff if you hit a 0, but okay, hold on. Purge. Kill a non-boss unit. Purge. Apply 3x damage shield. Purge. Deal 10x damage to enemy units. What do you salvage from this ancient fight? I don't know if it gets upgraded in the future. I didn't really read the text that closely. I just looked to see if it's like, yeah. Hold on, you know what? What is this called? This is how much I want to win. Petrified Skull. We're gonna Google it. Petrified Skull Monster Train. This is what the wiki says. Petrified Skull is a card in Monster Train. Incredible. Video of Petrified Skull with holdover. Okay, hold on. Okay, that card is pretty good. Petrified Skull, remove consume, and give it holdover. A follow-up event gives you a Purge becomes consume artifact. Okay, so that's how you do it. That is how you do it. Let's see if we can make this happen. Let's see if we can make this happen, shall we? Hold on, I'm ready. I'm doing my research, so just don't play it, is really the long and the short of it. Okay, you're doing great, you're doing great, you're doing great, you're doing great. Oh, we probably should have played you on floor 2 and put the Shadow Gorger on floor 1. But I can live with it. I really can. You have a damage shield? You do have 1 damage shield, so we gotta be careful about what we play where. Does the Shadow Gorger have 3 capacity? It does. It's pretty bad, quite frankly. I think you play something for 2. I know this is not how... You know what? I think we can do it. You play something for 2. We yeet you. We get 2 energy back in return. The hard part is we need you... Well, you know what? You're kind of a trash unit right now. I don't really care if you come out. In which case, our best play is probably that. It's not beautiful. It's not a beautiful start. There's Shadow Gorger. You're really just gonna come out there and that was so lucky, by the way. You're gonna come out there and just cost 3 by default. It's like you don't even realize the reason you're in this deck is so you can cost less than you're supposed to cost. Who gets the damage shield? Might as well be you. You're about to... Well, I don't know. You heal quite nicely as well, but... okay, let's get a train steward up at the top. You're you're tapped there. Lifesteal's good. Lifesteal's great. Oh, you can't even fetch it. That's fine. I mean, this is a weird one now. There's no space for more than one morsel. So we would like to maybe consume this. And then we might as well play that and play nothing else. I don't know how to feel about this one. It's like I feel like it's going okay, but there's still a lot of inefficiencies for sure. I would still say a damage shield on our champion is for the best. Nothing else that I have in my hand appeals to me basically at all. So believe it or not, I think we'll do this so we can summon... Okay, yeah, I understand. So we can summon one extra morsel. And I think we're also just going to give you... Wow, but you're not taking like any damage right now. I don't know, man. I'm still going to give you 4 damage shield. This is a very wonky one. And I think it's my fault. So we're not playing... Well, let me think about this. We really want to play our Sharpen. I don't know where we put it. On our Animus is a really good place for it, to be fair. So maybe we could actually... You're gonna die, though. Do we care? Not at all? Yeah, I agree. So I think we actually like this. I think it's important to get one extra unit out there that can actually do some damage. So it's only doing 21. But that might be enough to move the needle to where I feel more comfortable. 209. This train steward is dead. We're not going to play that. You don't sweep. I'm surprised at how much damage you're doing without being able to sweep. So I am going to level with you. I'm pretty sure that all... Okay, well. Pretty sure all of these guys just get summoned up here because of our capacity situation. 272. 272. Well, it's a little spooky. I don't think our Shadow Gorger is going to slow him down too much. 154? Never mind. I think our Shadow Gorger is the world's greatest. And I think a Train Steward up at the front to just suck those guys up, and it should be enough to get the job done, but we got a lot of work to do in the future still. You're not dying. Truly incredible. Alright. So I think removal is very important for us. I'm not sure that Volatile Gauge is any good. This is really good. Maybe I'm wrong about Volatile Gauge, I'll admit. Dude, I gotta be honest. I feel like Overgorger plus a capacity upgrade. I think that's your play. I know that it creates a situation, but we really didn't have anything on our third floor. Our third floor was just kind of chilling. So I think that this is sensible. I think removal is of the utmost value. Both of our train stewards still have to go. All of our restores have to go. We got a lot of stuff that I never want to see. And then... You gotta make this unit a little better. Let's give Overgorger some tank ability. Alright, so I think we're back. So you take up a whole floor, basically, with one space behind you. Or we can make an 8 capacity floor, but we kind of lack damage for a while, so I think I'd rather take that one next if they give me the chance. Because don't get me wrong, I think the capacity is going to matter. No. This is not as easy as our last one. We got to focus a little bit more, okay? But I think we've got the tools for now. Channel Song is a big one. It drew Animus, which is ridiculous. So we really like Shadow Eater down at the bottom. And then we're just thinking about it. Because we'll... You know what? We'll probably put the morsel maker on this floor. So I think we still put Animus at the top. Let's give you some more... Actually, let's play you here and then give you some more capacity to work with. And then... I think we just want... No. Yes. Yes. And then I think we'll give you lifesteal. And we'll give you energy. There you go. Alright, so it's a good start. I'm now realizing, though, I'm like, where do you play the Overgorger? They will fit here. They're not going to be able to eat that much, but we got to get them eating a little bit. So I think maybe you try to, like, remove the Shadow Eater from your deck. Weirdly enough. So I think you start here. You play your zero-cost garbage. We don't really care if you get buffed, so you take that. We can still fit a morsel maker on this floor. Then for 1, we can toast you. And then we gotta think... Probably just better off playing a Shade Splitter. Doesn't really matter which one. Why don't you get a little extra HP? Might become relevant. Okay. How are we gonna fit this Overgorger, dude? It only fits at all here. And then we'll add to the capacity so we can fit more morsels, which I think is insanely valuable. I think you do best with this. And then, quite frankly, just go ahead and get 2 damage shield on you. Alright. So morsels, the #1 priority for morsels is the Overgorger. So I think you go Gem Trove, Mind Collapse. Look at that. Okay, now what do we want you to have? It doesn't matter. Really, like, trash morsels do just fine. We can only fit... Oh, we can fit 2. We can fit 2. Okay. And then, let's give you some spikes, because you're living real good right now. Might as well give you another. And we're not playing this yet. We're not playing it yet. So everything's going fine. Are you doing okay? You guys are doing great, so please do keep it up. But we do need to figure out what we're going to do. So really, the Shadow Gorger is doing okay, but he's also kind of cramping my style. We need him to get Pog Overload way faster. And actually, the longer this fight goes on within reason, the happier we're going to be with Overgorger. So there is a certain temptation to just kind of keep it rolling. But we'll see. Is that damage shield? It might be damage shield. That doesn't change anything, but it's okay. So Overgorger's getting a little bit of help. He's also going to get to eat on this floor. I do think we want to remove the danger to our pyre first, though. Alright, so just make sure this guy eats first. You're still doing great, so, you know, you're beautiful. Don't sweat it. Good eating. Alright. Alright, so the Overgorger is starting to get something done. We did get him a little late. I think you gotta take Excavation Eruption here. Restoring Retreat does seem like an interesting way to deal with our capacity problem. The problem is it's gonna... Whatever you descend is going to be moved to... is going to be moved to the back line. So for a Gorger, that's real tough. Okay, get Hope for Peace. Cards with Purge have Consume instead. So now, all of a sudden, that card becomes amazing. And if we could remove Consume via this... That's not what we're looking for. Oh, but it's so close. It's so close, dude. I think we're fishing for it. I think... Oh, are we going to be able to even afford it? Here's the thing. Oh, we can't even give it a holdover yet. Okay, okay. Well, what do we want with holdover? I'd really say Excavation Eruption is worth more than anything else we could get there. Mostly because I already clicked on it. Second unit gives you 3 energy. Worth more than the Consume heals your pyre right now, I think. Train Graveyard. Healing could be important. I think we just give a unit plus 25, and I think that's your dream right there. All right, so we got issues. Don't get me wrong, but I think we're starting to, you know, we're pulling ourselves out of the mud. You know what I'm talking about? We ATV stuck in the mud. You know what I'm talking about. Why are you being weird about it? Oh, sorry, I forgot you can't get an ATV stuck in the mud in Habbo Hotel. Alright, so Overgorger, where do we like you? Honestly, I kind of like you at the top, where you don't have to do anything, and you can gorge willy-nilly, and these sweep units will not kill your morsels. That's right, I remembered. And I think, but Shadow Eater doesn't do well on this floor, specifically because the sweep is going to kill all the morsels. So it's a bit of a weird one. I think you definitely start like this. You can't fit him. You can't fit him. That's alright, you're still doing great. So you will play a Shadow Eater. Not being able to play the Animus. Well, actually, that's okay, because we can wait for... And all that being said, you actually can totally play the Animus. It would just be on the Shadow Gorger floor. Which I actually like, because the Morsel Maker only takes up one spot anyway. And we don't want to feed the Shadow Gorger. Anytime we're feeding the Shadow Gorger, we actually want to feed the Overgorger. Yeah, this makes sense. So Morsel Maker definitely comes here. I feel like you're going to heal a lot in the future, so this is a Gem Trove situation. And then all of these, just pump these up so we can make this guy as strong as possible. We can play this now, there's no real reason not to. We hope it doesn't... Oh, you can choose who it hits, dude! I had no idea! Look at that. Alright, so we got nothing to concern ourselves with. Might as well. No, we can't really summon these except one on the bottom floor, so I think I'm just going to give you 5 damage shield, brother. So we love this. It's creating energy out of nothing. And honestly, here's how committed I am to the cause. I think we give you more capacity so we can fit more morsels up there. And rather than even kill one of these units, I'm just going to give you the Gorge ability. I put value in its permanence. I do. This will still... Okay, oh, this doesn't have anything to hit. This will still probably pay for itself. Which is kind of surprising. We're still only giving you 1. That's okay. You're doing fine? You're doing fine. Hey, can I copy your homework? Sure, just don't make it too obvious. I'm just joking. I don't want to be negative. How about that? And then this time you can take a little slice of that and just get this out of my deck. Alright, well, everything looks fantastic right now. And the beautiful thing about this is it's insanely expensive. However, we'll get energy back on the return of it, which allows us to do this. I think we play this just for holdover purposes. And we might as well get one more regen out there. Probably won't move the needle too much, but... Oh, you don't even have any other units. Okay. Well. Still start... You're dying anyway, so we just want to make sure you're eating as much as possible. This is kind of unbelievable. I think we're getting an insane burst of luck and inspiration here. You remember what I was saying? We're pulling it out of the mud. We're pulling it out of the mud. That was good. You cannot convince me... Well, you could convince me we don't need another excavation, actually, because of the fact that we already have one with holdover. Awake is probably going to be pretty sick. It's expensive, but that's mitigated for us. So we're still fishing for Remove Consume, which does not exist here. Free Relic is really tempting, but another tempting thing is removing all these garbage regens from the deck. I think we're going to go here, though. That's good enough. If we don't find the alternative, that's good enough. So I just got to look at this for a second. Endless, not really relevant. Spikes 4. Relevant, but not that relevant. I think we're on full removal. And just start chunking these pieces of trash out of your deck. Spikes 4 is enough for me to be interested, and it will make the Overgorger a little stronger. The dream is that the Overgorger is going to be able to get a multi-strike at some point and double up. So I think for the time being, we should still be pretty okay. We got to analyze these first hands quite prodigiously, though. So you give armor. You're pre-trampled, which means you're killing everything. And we're gonna get a bunch of energy back in return. Good lord. Morsel Maker does really well with Overgorger, so we're just gonna put him up here. We still need to be able to fit the Overgorger. So I think we summon nothing on that floor. I think we summon it on this floor to wait for the Shadow Gorger. Because, again, capacity is a real issue. So we gotta get you going. Might as well get you some extra HP, and it did preserve, which is nice. And then you guys did get a little stronger, but I'm choosing to live with that. And because we just got the energy back, we actually can at least make... It's 1 energy next turn, and we can also get our Morsel Maker to actually do some damage. Not much, but why not, right? Alright, so what do we do have our Shadow Eater. This is a really tough choice because all our units are expensive. I would say that what you do is Channel Song, which you know is going to hit your Overgorger. It did preserve as well, which is funny, so whatever you don't play doesn't matter that much. Then our second unit will have to be from the Shade Splitter, which gives us 3 energy back, at which point you could play Animus or Shadow Eater. I think you play Shadow Eater because the Animus does... Right, okay, fair enough. Because the Animus does so much better when it gets hit by the Channel Song again. And also, I don't know where to put it. I guess we'd put it on the bottom floor. So what do we like here? You do have an Incant trigger, which I'm not a huge fan of. However, realistically, that was going to give us energy in return. So we like it. And then... Oh, you're already super gorging, so we're not sweating that at all. Now again, it's gonna be controversial. I think you're fine. That's my hypothesis. You're okay. So we're putting capacity up here to fully focus on making this Overgorger as strong as possible. I don't worry about that. I don't worry about that. I don't worry about that. Get out of here. We're aiming for the finish line. We're not aiming for just getting out of the muck temporarily. That's beautiful. Also beautiful. Not preserved, but still nice. So, you know, at this point, this Overgorger is everything for us. You're still pretty trash, but we're just gonna focus on you. You're doing okay. Why not? Why not? I mean, our Overgorger's doing 87 damage. I think you don't play the Animus, and you wait for the Channel Song, which is whipping back around here. That didn't give us an energy refund, which is staggering. Okay, we've got to be a little bit more careful about that. Luckily, it doesn't affect us. Might as well. I don't know, I might be getting like a little too galaxy-brained. I think this is how we play this. And I think with the Channel Song, it's super gonna be worth it. It's not worth it to even hit this guy with the Mind Collapse. I think it's better to just throw out this like ×4 Primal Dust. Because it's gonna save us 2 damage to put 4 damage on other enemies. No thank you. Alright, so there's Channel Song. Now Channel Song has made the Animus into a waking nightmare for our foes. Which is a lovely situation. Can we even fit Can you move your text? Okay, we can fit. So we play this. You take damage. You take HP. You take the best morsel, which now that I think about it makes absolutely no sense. We're going to give you more capacity in the future so that you can store more morsels and get even stronger. I'm about to brain flex on you so hard. So Channel Song's got nothing. It's a dead card for us right now. Donkey, the donkey dunk. Dunk, 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 donkey, dunk, 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 donkey, dunk. I mean, we might as well give all of you guys a damage shield. God, dude, this Overgorger is gonna get... It's gonna get off the planet. Isn't he gonna freeze himself? Final wave, alright. You will not even survive wave 1. It's wonderful news. So we will make sure you're getting fat gorges up here. Just for sport. Okay. Alright, so that went very well. And I'm feeling great. But this run still has a loss somewhere. I don't know where it is, but we've done it before. Blazing Bolts. Consume. Apply Rage 4. Multi-Strike 1. And Ember Drain 4. It's really good with Permafrost. Ember Drain 4 is a little much, though. Blazing Bolts is kind of interesting, but I actually think every single one of these, including Shard Channeler, makes our run a little bit worse. I think capacity is all important. The only unit I worry about living right now is, and we're looking for Remove Consume. So freaking upset, dude. So, you know what? We will be able to afford it if we reroll. Maybe we wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. But, yeah, sure. That doesn't really matter that much. It doesn't really matter at all. I forgot what I was saying. It doesn't matter. Just remove the trash from your deck, okay? Go. Get this out of here as soon as possible. There you go. Did I mention I wanted capacity? Because I still think capacity is the most important. Ah, no, I remember what I was talking about. Okay. No. But this capacity, no. Because this gives us 70 more damage. The most important unit to keep alive is our champion. Overgorger, if it has to fight, it has to fight. 400 coins, huh? Spikes 5 doesn't actually change their parameters too much. I think we can totally live with this. We really don't care if the Shadow Gorger dies. It's largely irrelevant. Beautiful start. So we love Morsel Maker with our other unit. We know, or with our Overgorger. We want to give you more capacity for that. Quite frankly, I think you might as well get this going on here. I just got to think about this, because you're going to summon 2 units, but not right away. Pog. Sure. We're trying to thin the deck. That's why we're playing all these consume cards as well. So the most important card is the Overgorger. Has to get out there. And the Shadow Gorger might as well get out there, because it functionally is a consume card. Now the Animus, we really would prefer if it got hit by Channel Song. So I think you ignore it for now. And instead just get... I mean, the Overgorger is coming out 8750. That's really strong. This is exactly the setup we want for now. Donkey Donka. Oh, it didn't consume. One of these days is gonna consume, and I'll tell you, that's gonna be a beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful day. You know what? I can even play this for one more. Do 12 damage. Yeah. Why not? I mean, I guess it doesn't give us anything in return, but... It's the principle of the matter, okay? So you are struggling because of the spikes. That's the one thing I'll say about this. You are struggling because of the spikes. Channel Song has nothing to hit, which makes perfect sense. But really, it's not about Channel Song. It's about the Overgorger. So the most important thing, and we're about to get... oh, good. We're about to get a choice, probably, between a shop for gold and a shop for spells and a shop for units. I think it's more important that we get our Overgorger multi-strike than making whatever it's called, Petrified Skull, not consume. Although I would really like both. I don't think both is going to be plausible, but I would love it. Okay, so you're... Oh my god, dude. Since this fight is basically already over, that's why we're focusing 100% on the Overgorger. Everything else is just gravy, dude. Oh, you're already at the set. Okay, so we shouldn't have done that, but it matters very little. Okay, a brief respite. You're doing great as far as I'm concerned. Free energy. Might as well get it out there. And then, sure, yeah. Sure. Why not? How about some of this? How we doing here? Wow, you can't even go toe-to-toe with this guy. How embarrassing. Oh, anyway. Let's send it. So that was with the trial on, which is hilarious. But I'm still wary. No. Yes. That could be good enough, even if just for the draw. So we do have the choice. It's much more important to fish for the multi-strike, I think. We didn't get it. And if we don't get it, whatever. You know, we don't have too much choice in the matter. Large stone, I think, is... Oh, we can't even fit it on the... We couldn't fit anything on the Overgorger. Alright, maybe we shouldn't have done it. So instead of this, I think we'll... Hold on. We know we got some plays here. So in terms of removal, I do think this shade... Because what do you... He tempers the buffs and debuffs? Yeah, that's not really... Or if he saps, it really doesn't matter either way. I would say the shade splitters, they do have some importance. I would actually say that our Wildwood saps have very little importance. Our deck is already thin, is the thing. So I believe it or not, I'm cutting these heals right here. That's a weird one, but our deck is so thin. What are you doing? So, rooting enemies so they can't get past our Overgorger, I really don't think it's gonna matter. And we can't buy 2 relics anyway. So I think we reroll and fish for something better. And I think that the draw is that something better. It was a very bad use of resources for us on this run, but it is what it is. I think that's worth it, honestly. And then, why not? And can this... We can't afford it, okay. But I think that that's for the best for us, because the draw, we're going to be able to play so many cards. The buffs and debuffs, really we only care about damage shield. We're regen to some extent, but not much. Alright, so what do we play? We have Overgorger, we know that's getting played. Penumbra comes out first. Easy kills. Good energy in return. You're coming out for sure. There's energy. And draw. Morsel Maker's gonna come out there with you. Although, yeah, Morsel Maker's gonna come out there with you. Now hear me out here. I actually think you play the Animus, and then you hit him with the Gem Trove. And I want to give my champion the lifesteal, and then get Overgorger like pogging up here. You're doing 3 damage. Okay, well that's a perfect situation there. And we'll just take 2 extra draw next turn. It's a very, very good start. Now we are going to get Ember Drained. There's very little we can do about it. Channel Sung already can't hit anything, which is hilarious. Can we play 2 units? Probably. Probably. That's the next step for us, because we can play this, and you're doing... I think you're okay, but we don't really need to play a morsel down there, now that I think about it. So we'll just play 2 up here. So we got 3 energy in return. You know what? I would rather kill you so we do more damage. It preserved, which is nice as well. But I'd rather kill you so we avoid the Ember Drain, too. And this deck is going to whip around. It's going to whip around like crazy. Prefer that, just to guarantee our payout. Are we going to summon 2 units? We actually might not. Hold on. I think we want to play this. And then this. I know this looks weird, but that gives us draw. We'll play this for 1, and we want to protect our champion, which is why we're doing it down here. So we're not summoning any units this turn, but it's okay. We're already doing a lot of damage to the boss. So this is a much better setup for us. This is your play for sure. You get your energy back. We're glad that's not preserving. We are going to have to deal with the lack of... Oh, never mind. Drawing this every turn. Especially when it's preserving. We didn't even need it. We didn't even need to go to the shop. How about that? Okay, so we're going to leave this one for our Overgorger, but our Overgorger is super strong, dude. Just super strong. I think we're in the clear, quite frankly. Now, the last thing I expected to see was the potential of a streak here, but you'll love to see it, regardless. Good draw. Oh my god. I mean, of course we will. If it doesn't preserve, it doesn't preserve. It's already done its job. Take a damage shield. Yeah. Well, actually, why don't we have you doing a little damage just in case? And then I think you could do with the capacity, actually, so we can actually give you more scaling. Draw next turn. Get protected. I don't even know if there's a place to fit all this. Damage shield and lifesteal are both great. Damage shield's more important now because we're kind of tapped out. I don't know. You don't really need lifesteal, but... So we overplayed it there, but... Alright, so we're finally going to have to deal with some Ember Drain, I think. There's a unit? Oh, our morsel! But he's going to get gorged. But on the other hand... Just by playing it, we do actually at least get to, like, put it out here. And have it do 24 damage before it gets eaten. So that's funny. That gave us our energy back. I mean, this is... What if this is as good as it gets? You're gonna get hit by this sweep, so... So we're not gonna have very much energy next turn. That's what I'll say about this one. That would have been a nice preserve, but it is what it is. So I don't think we really need to play this, because we're not going to have draw. Or we're not going to have the energy to play draw next turn anyway, so we'll just put some energy shields on ourselves. We could have actually used the Mind Collapse up at the top, but everything is, like, extremely hunky-dory. You're both dead. You're taking 25. And actually, we're not that Ember Drained? They all hit you, huh? That's a bit of a surprise. Let's just give you the damage shield then. You won't take as much damage. And then... It's a bit busted, but... Oh, now we got energy. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Dunk it, dunk it, dunk it, dunky, dunk it, dunk it, dunk it, dunk it, dunk it, dunk it. I think our best line is not quite this, but it's still okay. So I don't even know, like, I think our Overgorger is going to come into play. But I don't know, because we were doing so well. They all hit you? Really? It went so well, it didn't seem like it was a guarantee. Well, actually, we should play something for 1, but we can't, so instead we'll just do that. We're not summoning 2 units, so I guess... Oh, we did get some draw off of that, but we didn't draw anything for 0. Sadly, we're just going to make you stronger. So our champion is doing something. It's not a lot, but it's something. I don't see this one slipping away. I just don't. Now, this floor is just whatever you do, you take it, and you're happy. We do like that for 0, even though it might seem a little wonky. Just crunching the numbers here. 98, 145. Still 145, huh? That hurts. 197. I think we give you the damage shield. You living to do 1 extra hit does so much good for us. I thought... Hey, we consumed it. Let's go. Alright. So this is for all the marbles. If we lose Overgorger, we lose. 728. It's all a question of whether you think we got the chance to get there. Can we summon 2 units? No. So how do you play it? There's just not capacity. That not changing it actually scares the crap out of me. We can get enough to draw. And I was hoping for something like this. Because now we got 1 damage shield and that's enough. I don't know, that might not have done it. But anyway, we did it. Whatever. We win. I'm good. They stink. Look at that. We didn't even need to kill them. We just needed to get close. That was a great run. And all of a sudden, we're back on the horse, dude. What did I tell you? We're pulling ourselves out of the muck. Look at that. Look at that. In 47 minutes, no less. Plus, -1 capacity on a random floor. That's horrible. I was gonna say, that's gotta be my highest score as Umbra ever. And we've moved up to 20. You'll love to see it. Hey, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Gonna assume you enjoyed it. You watched all 47 minutes and 40 seconds. For now, thanks for watching. Click the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See ya!